Welcome to Deltarune on my Snowgrave / weird / genocide route on a different save. We just finished chapter 3, which sort of took place entirely in the dark world, so we didn't get to see much of Noelle, Birdley, and so on. But this time, chapter 4. As a reminder, when we last left off in chapter 2 for this route, Chris met Noelle and Birdley in Cyberworld. But instead of being nice and making friends with everyone there, we took command and made Noelle freeze everybody we came across, including Birdley. To the point that when we went back to the light world, Birdley, he wasn't waking up. We were at the computer lab, we couldn't wake him up. I don't know what that means for him. Noelle should be pretty spooked by Chris here. I'm expecting maybe something will be a little bit different at the church. Will we even get invited to her house? At some point we saw Birdley in the town working in the library, right? So that might be a little bit different too. Let's check it out. Oh, the TV's all messed up because I didn't save Tenna this time. After the night showed up, we couldn't find Tenna in the dark world anywhere. I asked around if anyone had seen him, but no one really wanted to help us find him. Because we weren't nice to the people there, and we weren't nice to Tenna, we weren't nice to anyone. Were we, like, too mean to everyone? Maybe we can still fix him somehow? Your mom just wants to throw him out, though. This is a little bit separate from Snowgrave, because Snowgrave is specifically talking about the Noelle stuff, but this is just like a more genocidal, not making friends, not being pacifistic. Tenna, he's still really broken. Don't think we can even bring him to the dark world. Not like this. Susie's genuinely sad about it. Chris, you better be nice to your mom. Seriously, you ever make her cry, and I'll... Susie really looks up to Toriel. So that could go back to a little bit, like she cares about Toriel not just because she's my mom, but yeah, like as her own person because Toriel really helped her out before. And at the end of chapter 4, when we last came home, we saw Toriel was acting a little bit improper, being kind of drunk and stuff. Maybe that would have affected her perception of her, being like, oh yeah, like this is... Toriel's not really completely perfect, like what Susie might think. Asriel, Ralsei, who cares? Vanilla nerd or strawberry nerd, I'll crush them both. Yeah, there's a second dialogue if you choose the thing again. Stop hugging the fridge, freezer freak. Not this one though. This time I'll be nice. This time I'll be nice to Alphys because I was very rude to her. Chris, a nice surprise seeing you here. Darn, I need a drink, but Susie's over there and... If I go make my 25% red and 75% yellow juice combo, I know she'll make fun of me for it somehow. No, nonsense, nonsense. I really want a 25% red and 75% yellow drink, but that is such a specific... How often do people mix drinks like this when they're just out in public? I don't know. Yeah, we got it. I don't think Susie made fun of us for this. Whoa, nice juice combo. Looks cool. If only Alphys knew. My throat is parched. Chris? Is that my special combo drink recipe? You can have it. Ah, Chris! Whew, what a relief! It's a Snowgrave playthrough, but only nice to Alphys. Did you want to talk about something? No. Thanks for the enthusiasm, Chris. Man, too bad Noelle can't help us. She'd probably figure this out in no time. Susie and Noelle's relationship in the Snowgrave might be... I remember in chapter 2, Susie stayed in Noelle's room for longer than the normal route, but we don't know what they did in there. because we were playing as Chris and we didn't get a good look, but she stayed in there for very, very long, and then she came out with me to defeat Queen and whatever, and then she went back in again, and we just don't know what they did. So, might be a little bit different. Hello, Noelle. Chris, you came over to check on me? That's really nice of you. Do you think I could talk to you later? Key? Yeah, I think I was singing a bit off key. Can you blame me for being distracted? Oh, she's already closed off from talking to me. Chris Meister, hey, what's the deal, Snowmobile? Locked out? Noelle wasn't stuck outside the gate again, was she, Chris? Carol. Damn. I keep telling her to keep a key at City Hall. But she insists on keeping everything important at home. Like, when Noelle was a kid, she made paper snowflakes for Carol to hang up at work. But Carol just wouldn't take them there. Because she wanted to keep the damn things safe. Mama Holiday is the kind of person who thinks if you have something valuable, you should keep it close to you at home at all times. You should lock it up. She preserved them and stuck them up on the wall at home. Of course, you know Noelle, she had to cry over that. Until she went and made snow angels with you guys. Oh, why would Noelle cry over that though? Her mom is a little bit extreme, but it was preserved so that it could be there forever. After that, she forgot she was sad at all. Anyway, what was I saying? This is a little bit different. Maybe because I talked to Alphys first this time? I'm not sure. We didn't get the story before, did we? You know, this morning, Noelle was saying, I wonder if Chris is going tomorrow, too. Just make sure she has fun, alright? What? Oh no. Oh no, why does she want to go with me and not Susie? Sorry, honey, I'm still catching up with Rudy. You and Susie can go home earlier if you want to. Right, so this whole part is completely truncated. All those separate options that we could ask everyone about. Because the mood is a little bit different, because Noelle is not as... She actually wants to talk to me later, though. Clues acquired. Now you can report the hint to Susie. You cannot talk to... Noelle. You can talk to Alphys. Okay. Will Noelle still want us to go over for the project? What? Noelle said her mom keeps everything important at home? No, Rudy said that actually. Yeah, wait. Now that I think about it... The mayor's Noelle's mom, right? Maybe if we tried... Chris? And Susie? She came over. Would you want to come by my house? And work on our projects after church? Huh? Yeah, of course. Great. I'll, go bring my dad back to the hospital. Cool, that's, awesome. See you later. Too easy, right? Boom, give me 5. Ooh. Ooh. What's up? You, got something against Noelle, Chris? Like, hey, maybe things took a weird route right now. I mean, who'd expect she'd ask us like that? But we should be glad it's going so fast, right? Right? Hey, how about some of the red stuff? No? Your loss. Know you're gonna want it later. Let's just go already. So Noelle is a bit more assertive here. We didn't even get anything on Noelle being a bit flustered with Susie being around, none of that. Just Noelle straight up asking us to come over. Maybe because of what happened in the room with Susie that we don't know about too. If she just wanted to talk to Chris, she didn't need to invite Susie, but she did. Well, she still likes Susie. Chris is a little bit unresponsive too. Susie's trying to hang out and have fun and all that, but they're just sort of standing here, won't even return the high five. But Chris doesn't hate Noelle. Do they? They shouldn't. Chris! Remember me? Sorry if I was too strict when I babysat you and Noelle. Since then, Noelle's always seemed so nervous around me. Until today. She even complimented my outfit. I wonder what changed. And she was muttering something like, "You don't scare me." Not mice are cute. It's a little bit different. You don't scare me. You usually say that when you're scared. Ah, your friend? He's still... In any case, thank you for bringing him in yesterday. Oh. Birdley? Did we have to bring him to the hospital? Yeah, Chris never plays here. Chris clearly knows how to play, but won't play here. That's Rudy. What? You want to go in by yourself? Whatever. Oh my god. So he just never woke up at the computer lab and then we took him to the hospital? Oh, we can't look at the sinks. It's not a fun situation anymore. You turn on the space heater to a higher setting. The space heater is running. Should it be on higher? He's breathing slowly. Might be your imagination, but he seems cold. He's breathing. Okay, You changed the hot water bottle on his head. Might be your imagination, but with the change, he seems more relaxed. I don't want him to die, even if it's a Snowgrave thing. The cold permeates through beyond the dark world when Noelle frees him. Birdley's in there, right? Don't give me bird flu or whatever he has. No, hey, Susie, he's just some kid. So he won't be calling when we're at Noelle's house then. Library is closed this weekend due to a lack of volunteers. Because Birdley's in the hospital. Wow, this library doesn't have regular workers. Oh? What's wrong with Susie? Why is she looking so shifty? I think she did this animation the last time we were here too, but I ran so fast I didn't see it. Yeah, like she's... Does she not like getting near Alfie's? Chris, you know that daily saucer of milk I put out? I have regrets. She won't come near here. Huh. Is it because she's the one putting out the milk? So she doesn't want to talk to her because of that? I think there's an implication that Susie lives in this apartment building as well. Maybe that's part of it. Because at the end of chapter 4, she was like, oh, I don't want to come back here. Let's go to your house. Oh my, I'm so starved for entertainment. It greatly embarrasses me to ask this, but would you two have anything I could watch? A broken TV? I see. Well, thank you, darling. Can I still give you tenna? Even if it's broken? Oh! Actually, we have, like, this friend, Tenna. Oh? They're like a little video boy? I mean, actually, they're kind of broken right now. Yeah, never mind. Broken? Oh my, what are they? Some kind of robot? No, they're just... I mean, we'll fix him, I think. I thought this was gonna be Metaton's origin story of being in a robot. Sometimes it's difficult. Not leaving this house for days on end. Darling, If you had anything, I'd... We did not give Mettaton a TV this time. We can't. Alright, we made it. Now where the hell's Noelle? Damn, I'm getting bored. Chris, got any snacks? That works, I guess. It seems like a cute little interaction, but Chris giving Susie a flower, maybe Chris really does like Susie.
Susie, Chris, hi! Sorry I'm late, I just had to...
Yeah?
Is that a rose?
This? Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, shoot. Did you want some? I can pick up the stem if you...
No, it's fine. This way. What?
I'm expecting good things starting from this point on. Noelle wanted to talk to me, but like, about what though? Because as far as she thinks at the moment, it's supposed to be a dream. So she should be trying to treat me as normal as possible. Although I will say that I should be currently still wearing her watch. And I'm not sure if she's gonna react to that or not, because she already did in chapter 2 when I visited her at the hospital. Okay, lead us in. Look, armor wristwatch. So that's a little thing for Noelle to say that, hey, maybe that wasn't a dream? But so far, she's normal.
Welcome to my home.
Chris, let's start searching.
Okay. Let's meet at the couch when you're done searching?
Okay. So far, so same. It's a thermostat. The only option is cold. It's not even just that it's set to cold. No, the only option is cold. I missed this room last time, right? It's an empty gift box. It's just a small hiding room here.
Chris, do you need to check all of these?
I mean, gotta admit, this room is kinda sus. Oh, ha ha ha, now I see why you guys wanted me to see it. Especially that vent.
Nice reference, Susie.
I've actually never played Among Us before. Not even one game. Huh? Reference?
I'll stop talking now.
Wait, Noelle might be the biggest gamer here out of all of us, surprisingly. Hey, I just realized there's a door behind this piano. Maybe this isn't gonna be our only time in Noelle's house. Maybe we'll come back some other time. Who would play the piano in their household then? Obviously, I think Chris, when they were all younger, would come over and play, but the piano's in their house, so maybe Des is a player. We know she's kind of musical. She has a guitar and all that. Okay, so far everything seems the same. That vent is ominously a little bit open. For reasons. Let's study.
Okay, should we, get started?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So, what are your projects about?
Oh, well, who would that be? That shouldn't be Birdley.
Sorry, phone call. I'll be just a sec.
Chris looks kinda emo in that pose. And Susie's leaning a little bit towards Noelle, so there's like a bit of a bigger gap between Susie and Chris too. Mom!
Hi, Mom. What's up? Yeah, I took Dad home, so it's just, me here. Huh? No problem. I can probably just cook something. Gosh, Mom. I'm not gonna burn myself. Okay, see you later tonight.
We got a hard early confirmation that Carol should not be coming home this early. Should not.
Sorry, should we go ahead and start our projects?
Wait.
Huh?
Don't we need more, like, stuff? Like, you know, paper, pencils, project stuff? Chris, you should, go look for it. Hmm?
Gosh, you're right, Susie. Chris, I think there was some stuff in my room. You know. If you wanted to go look.
Noelle. Damn, can't believe that worked. Go for clues before Noelle gets suspicious.
Chris, if you can't find any pencils or anything, I can come help you find them later.
If I can't find any pencils, it's because I already took all of them. Okay. I kind of wonder what the holiday household was like before Des disappeared. Because right now, we see that Carol is really, really, really strict. Rudy is in the hospital, so he can't really do too much. But just judging by Des's room here, it's not quite what I would expect too, because if you look at Noelle and Carol, Carol's strict, Noelle's like a really goody two-shoes, straight A student, but Des pretty obviously has a bit of a punk rock rebellious kind of style, and that's allowed. They let her do this. Her whole room is just like this. So I feel like it's more likely that before whatever happened, maybe Carol wasn't like this. She wasn't as strict, but she likes to keep everything important to her close to her. And now that Des is gone, everything is just different. You leaned down to look inside the guitar. You began to read the numbers in the passcode. 1, 2, 2.
Chris? Are you up there?
Oh?
Chris, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. You know, just the two of us.
You just walked away from being alone with Susie.
If you don't mind, I mean. I'll be in my room, okay?
Oh. Oh. Oh, you're still gonna put me in the vents. But then I can go eavesdrop on them in the room. What's Susie doing then? She's just sitting there? Noelle's like, I'm gonna go help Chris find pencils. What can she really say though, beyond, hey Chris, I had this really weird dream. Do you know anything about it? Well, it depends on if Chris wants to have the talk or not. That's why there's all these different paths here, because there's so many different other places you could be at. Hold up. I'm coming. Don't start the conversation without me.
To be honest, I've kind of been waiting for a chance for us to be alone all day.
Look at her sprite. I never see that sprite. She looks nervous.
There's something I want to talk to you about, Chris. I want to talk to you about last night. Last night, I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, all I could see was snow. I was terrified, Chris. Terrified it was all real. I went out on the porch to breathe, and that's when I felt it. A hand on my wrist. I froze. And then I heard your voice. Chris's voice. You said, "Sorry for taking your watch, Noelle." You said, "It was all a stupid prank." You said, "Birdley is going to get better." And you put the watch back on my wrist. You said, "Sorry for being weird at the hospital, Noelle." You said, "It was all a stupid prank." You said, "Birdley was going to get better." Chris, your voice, your deadpan, mumbly voice, even if you sounded kind of weak and shaky. I don't know why, but it felt so long since I heard it. I even started sniffling. Chris, you're back. Chris, thank you. Well, no thanks for pranking me, but... Chris, can I say something else? It's a nice little touch that when I'm not in Chris's body, I don't get to control the flow of the conversation. Like, it just keeps going on, and I can't press anything to change it. Okay. I think... because making Chris wear the watch, making Chris make Noelle freeze people, that was me. And then at the end of chapter 2, was it when Chris put the soul in the bathroom cabinet? And then, so afterwards, whatever they were doing were actually out of their own volition, and then they went over to Noelle's and just very weakly tried to tell her that all these things that happened, it's just a prank. It's a prank. I didn't mean it. Which is kind of interesting in and of itself, because Chris is choosing to say, haha, yeah, it's all a prank, as opposed to, no, that was, someone's controlling my body. So we're still trying to be a little bit secretive about all that here. Can Noelle tell me something? Interesting wording, please don't. But it has to be proceed, doesn't it? Proceed. Oh, I'm here! Chris, there was something else you did. Something else I have to ask you about. After you said all that, you took my hand and pulled a thorn out of my finger. Chris's hand is shaking. Then you said that when I saw you again? Chris? What are you... Chris won't let me hear it. I don't know how much influence Chris has over... Like, Chris can't pick... If we have a dialogue choice, Chris can't pick. But maybe Chris can choose what kind of options are presented. Because one was proceed and the other was please don't. And it kind of sounds like Chris's weak protests for Noelle to not say the thing because they don't want me to hear it. Just like at the end of chapter 4 when we turn the doorknob but we don't open the door. So maybe Chris has some influence over that too. They made it so that the option is just turning the doorknob, but not opening it, so we don't know who's inside. Well, they never got to finish their conversation, even though I wanted to hear it proceed. Nothing. Nothing. Will this now proceed as normal? One more thing I want to do in the vents as well. Okay, I'm gonna ignore you for now. Because we know what happens there. Is Asgore here today? Yes, he is. Dum-de-dum! Whew! Cleaning up sure works up an appetite. I wonder if the kitchen has any treats for me. If you went to the kitchen, you'd see your kid right about now. No, not now. I can't afford to take a break. Now, more than ever, I need to concentrate. To settle this, once and for all. Asgore is involved in something. I've gotta go look again. Is he working at Carol's house to look for something in particular too? Because now that I remembered he used to be the police chief and that we saw the conspiracy corkboard inside the flower shop. He has things he's trying to do too. Aside from trying to get back with my mom, I mean. Are we on the same side or are we not? We're almost there. Aren't we, old friend? This time for sure, Tori will finally see. See what really happened. This is the parents' room? That I just wanted to protect everyone. And this time, she'll have to believe me. They all will. Then... we'll all be a happy family again, won't we? It sure is beautiful, isn't it? This black shard? Is that the shadow crystal? No, it's the bit that broke off the knight, isn't it? The thing that Chris is equipping right now. What? Asgore has one? Wait, you gotta say more. Don't just stand there. What? Oh, then he's definitely involved in some way then. I didn't put too much thought into it, but it sounds like even our parents' when I say our, I mean Chris, our parents' divorce is something plot related as well. It's not as simple as, oh, we don't get along anymore or we don't love each other anymore. Sounds like maybe Asgore was trying to do something and then Toriel thought that it might not have been in the best interests of everyone. Maybe even to the point of thinking Asgore is going crazy or something. Is that it? Or can I like come back again? No, he's gone now. Oh, interesting. But maybe my dad knows way more about even stuff like the Dark World. Maybe a lot of people in this town know. And we all just pretend we don't. Okay, that Asgore thing was just something I missed on the main playthrough, but rolling back a little bit now, because I think we accidentally aborted the weird Snowgrave stuff. That sound that we heard when the screen went black after Chris came back into this room with me and just them. That was the sound of the abortion. I hadn't even heard it before because I never tried aborting it. But, I think we needed to be a little bit more active here. Now we kind of know if someone gives us a dialogue choice, we have a bit of freedom here. But look at this. Very clever placement. If you choose please don't, you end up back in the vent. Yeah? But here, you'll be out. Chris. Chris, there was something else you did. Something else I have to ask you about. After you said all of that, you took my hand and pulled a thorn out of my finger. Then you said that when I saw you again, you said not to mention you did any of this, or...
Chris was still able to lift her hand up.
Chris, it's okay. It's just us.
But it's not.
You just said not to mention any of that, because it'll get heard.
Oh, Noelle!
Chris, it's okay. It's just us. Who's going to hear?
I will. Whoa.
Chris?
The snowflake pattern on the wall is moving.
Chris, your voice, it... Chris, that's another joke, right? That voice, how? The voice from my dream.
Our voices sound distinctly different. No one else would know because no one else has heard it. How long? Noelle said, "Oh, it's been so long since I've heard your voice." How long has Chris had the soul? Because it wasn't a dream.
Sorry, Chris. What did you say? I must have misheard you.
No, there's no way they heard. There's no way they heard my thoughts. I did hear. I heard.
What are you talking about, Chris? I didn't say anything.
It was in brackets earlier. She didn't say it out loud. But because the soul, because we sort of have a little bit of like, I don't know, meta properties, we can see, we can hear people's thoughts. So yes, I can hear your thoughts, Noelle.
It's impossible. That's impossible. It's just a coincidence.
It's not a coincidence. And you said Chris gave you back the watch, but I'm wearing it right now.
If you can hear me, say red or blue.
I hear both of them. Red.
Say green or black.
We can't back out of it anymore.
Say it didn't happen. Say it didn't snow.
Oh! I'm so sorry, Noelle. It snowed.
You're lying. You're lying.
Noelle becomes stronger. Chris? Chris, what did you say? I think I accidentally aborted it again. I should have said will become stronger. Or not. Equip. Chris? Chris, what is that? The Thorn Ring? Proceed. Chris, that's not the thorn, is it? The Thorn Ring in real life is a thorn? That's not the Thorn Ring, is it? Proceed. Chris, come on. You still... What about last night? What about... Didn't you want to protect me? Proceed. Why can't I move? Why can't I walk away? Noelle! Do something! Equip. Chris, I really think... I need to... Gosh, I think I have to... Is Susie going to come to the rescue? I think not. Equip. Chris? If I've ever heard a jingle representing the point of no return, that would have been it. I made her equip it again. Oh, Chris is pissed. Chris is also upset that they couldn't protect Noelle, probably, from me. Because I'm a monster. And they're trying so hard. Their vision was all fuzzy. They kicked me out again. Chris? Wait, that's Asgore, right? Chris, are you okay in there? Just thought I'd let you know. Mayor Carroll is asking everyone to leave. And, I thought you looked a little down today. So, I made a special treat for you. Your friend and I will be waiting for you outside with it. Feel better, Chris. Chris looks so defeated. They're just taking it out on me, but then they... Oh. At the end of the day, they still need me for whatever reason, so even if they get pissed, they still put me back in their own body. I think it's tempting to look at the normal, quote-unquote, pacifist route, and then this weird Snowgrave / genocide / weird route thing as, like, the bad route. But in both routes, Chris needs the soul, and Chris regularly also just takes out the soul and does weird stuff.
This weird route is definitely the soul acting in a more malicious way. Namely, we're hurting the people around us. But even in a normal route, when we befriend every single person, it's not like Chris is completely okay with that either. So that's why I feel like the distinction between these two routes is not as simple as, hey, this is the route where the soul is being a good person, which leads to a good outcome, and then this is the route where the soul is being a bad person, which leads to a bad outcome. You check your phone's contacts and recent dials, but everything has been deleted. We don't know how much time passed, so I put the ring on Noelle again. I'm still wearing her watch. Oh, 10 out of 20 HP. That took a lot out of Chris. Well, we didn't actually get to experience what happened directly afterwards, just Chris going... Maybe right after putting on the ring, Chris just ran to the bathroom. And now Carol's home. Because a phone call was already made. Chris already made a phone call to Carol. We just directly skipped the whole hiding in Des's closet stuff. Chris! How are you doing? Chris, if you aren't feeling your best, perhaps you should just go straight home and rest. Here. I borrowed some sweets and made you a hot chocolate. It's your favorite. Marshmallows, melted candy bars, and a little pinch of cinnamon spice. See you around, Chris. I also feel like Asgore seems to be oblivious to the soul stuff going on with Chris though. At least he's acting like it. Even though he seems to be doing some research on Dark World related stuff. Guess we can go. Dude, we can't go back in there now. Her mom is totally watching us through the window. So this is a route where we don't even get to meet Carol, and Susie and Noelle didn't get to further their relationship, but I'm very curious how Noelle's gonna be from this point forward. Chris tried so hard to save her yesterday without my influence, but now I am fully in control. You can listen to the winds. Were these winds here before? It wasn't, because it used to be like a holiday theme. Now it's the cold winter winds just blowing. I don't think there's a point of no return after this. Like, that really felt like we hammered in that Noelle's gonna be proceeding and getting stronger. So, hey, while you were keeping Noelle busy, I looked inside that room next door. There was this weird guitar in there. And on the inside of it, there was a code to the shelter. Didn't get to write it down though. But you remember it, right? When I went to the living room with it, your dad caught me and started talking to me. Until Noelle's mom showed up, super pissed. Great. The hell are we gonna go back there now? So you guys aren't even going to the festival tomorrow together then? That conversation was never had. Well, what the hell do we do now? Great. Now it's raining. At least your house is close. Let's go. Let me go through the rest of this chapter and see if there's any other big changes. I assume that was the biggest one though. Kind of hard confirmation that this is gonna be happening, and no, it is not a dream. We can no longer write it off as a dream. Oh, we're doing horrible things here. Oh ho! Welcome home! Things have changed here again in W. Snowgrave Town. Your town's love is cracked. Perhaps you don't treasure this place so much, but it treasures you, whatever you do. Oh. Oh, do I look different? Sorry, I'm just me. My color must have faded. Pay it no mind. Did your color fade? Were you green before? Yeah, I have the recruits from chapter 1. Oh, this is just closed. I have the recruits from chapter 1 on this file, but nobody from, like, the point we began Snowgrave. so it's a bit of an emptier town than usual. Seems that building isn't ready to open yet. Maybe there wasn't enough staff. No, maybe it's because my love for this town is cracked. Ooh. Please, tell me, Chris. Should a Darkner be feeling like this? Feeling like they're allowed to have their own likes and opinions, dislikes, hopes and fears? Of course not. Did you say, of course? Oh. You covered up your mouth yawning there. You're nodding. That means, yes, doesn't it? Chris is rebelling against me again. Chris still has some physical control. I say the words, but they can control their body, they can cover their mouth, and yawn and whatnot. I'm sorry, Chris. I was being... Oh! Hey, Susie brought in a different gift. Alright, furniture piece number 1. Thanks, Susie. Let's go, Chris. Can you please take this back? I don't know what controls what she brings here. By process of elimination, this is the best thing in Ralsei's room. Interesting. Chris doesn't want me to hurt Ralsei. Chris doesn't want me to hurt the people around them. Clearly. And yet, I do that. When I do things that don't hurt people, I don't think they mind it. Most of the time. But then there's still some things they don't like playing the piano, unless if they really, really have to. Oddly enough, here's Ralsei, a Darkner, convinced that whatever the Darkners are doing in the Dark World, it's all just a dream, it's not really real. And then we have me and Noelle over here in the Light World, and she's begging for me to tell her that it's not real. But no, I tell her it's not a dream. It is real. I wonder if Ralsei's prophecies mention anything about these deviation things we're doing with Noelle. Because clearly there's been some deviation, and we've seen that the prophecy is very, very detailed. So it should say something. Damn. That whole thing was a disaster, huh? And this is gonna sound dumb, but... You know what else kinda bites? You were gonna ask Noelle to the festival? Didn't even get to hang out, really. All 3 of us, I mean. Yeah. She has no idea the horrors that were going on in Noelle's room. Oh, Susie. You know, Noelle said she wanted to talk to you. But something about her look was kinda weird. Why couldn't she just talk to you in front of me? Oh, we're messing up their relationship too. What were you two talking about? Oh shit. Oh, I don't even know what I'm answering here. Chris is stopping me from seeing it again. It seems like Chris has some of these kind of powers, and the color of the screen turns to something else too. I don't know what I'm saying. I picked it, and then there was this long pause just now. Ooh. It wasn't about me, right? What? Fine. I won't bring it up again. Even the rain stopped just now. It was completely like a pause. They just locked me out. Shut me straight out. Damn it! Chris! Don't waste any time on me! I'll heal myself! This is her chance to get him! Go! Hey. I did a little bit something here. I modded my game so that Chris has 999 health right now. Can we make it to the top this time, do you think? Oh! Oh my god. Oh!
your chance! Attack him! Chris! What? So it's the same thing anyway? Yeah, I didn't think it would be too different here, because Chris is obviously working with a knight in some capacity, and they were not gonna go off script for that. Damn it! What is it doing here? I guess it made the fountain, and now it's looking for someone else to... Let's go. Like, that happened fast enough. The knight attacking us at the very top, it happened fast enough that to Susie, it didn't seem like Chris was doing anything weird. It wasn't like Chris was purposefully not attacking the knight. But it is possible to get up top. A container of candy. It says please take one. You checked if you have room in your pockets for even a candy. This involved taking every item out of your pocket and looking at it. You don't have room. Also, you look like a nerd. Oh great. I can't even take it. Seems like an inherently unstable situation. I can't get rid of stuff, I just got too many CD bagels. Oh, maybe I can use one right now? Just get rid of rules, whatever. Cool, it's wriggling. Oh, it's a worm! You took a candy. You got darker candy. You put your hand in the bowl of candy. Huh? The center of gravity has shifted? Oh! Chris, you greedy dumbass! Now we have to eat them off the ground! Susie! Don't eat off the ground! Oh. Oh, I'm eating off the ground too. Yeah, I think we're both eating off the ground. Ralsei? Stop being such a wimp and help. Like, at least pretend to eat the candy or something. Got it. Oh, this is terrible. See, I wasn't greedy in my main playthrough. I didn't see this. I was a good child. This is all because we didn't eat it faster. I'm just concentrating on unwrapping them. Have fun, guys. Whew, that was a trip. Though, wonder if you had to be so rough on those critters. It's a battle. The hell you think's gonna happen? Chris doesn't seem to think it's a priority now, so... Suppose that's right. Suppose that's right. Ooh, they're commenting on my genocidal tendencies. Hey, don't you think this would be sweet for Ralsei's room? You won't have to, like, sleep on the floor. No, it wouldn't be. You want him to sleep on the floor? Actually, does he even sleep? That's a good question, because the world just sort of ceases to exist when we're not in it. So, that, piano thingy. Maybe the notes we gotta play are in a book? Hey, guys! There's something weird about this one. It looks just like the one that the old man... Congratulations, Susie, you're not colorblind. Hey, look! It did something! Chris, rather than following her, why don't we just close our eyes and think about what she might be doing in there? We did close our eyes last time, but it seems unnecessary. But, you know, Susie might want to be... It might be nice if she had this chance to... So it's a weird little roundabout way for you to say, for Ralsei to say, hey, Susie should be alone during this time. Don't barge in. We'll just imagine what she's doing in there. Perhaps if you just close them for a moment? No. I don't think I will. Perhaps if you just closed your eyes in general? Maybe we could think of someone else. Okay, these two are pretty bad. This is kind of whatever. I'll think about Noelle. Oh. Ralsei walked away. Oh. Thank you. Oh my god. What on earth was that? Noelle being scared that Chris was thinking about her. Not Chris, me. I was thinking about her. Do we sort of have like a telepathic connection now then? I just think about Noelle, and she knows it, and she's responding to me, and I can get that message even in the dark world. Oh, I'm so worried about Noelle. I love Noelle. What are we doing to her? I don't know, but whatever we're doing, I don't feel bad enough about it to not do it. Chris? Hey, Chris! You okay? You were just standing there with your eyes closed. Ralsei's gone. Ralsei just took a step back from me before the screen faded. Then you just started breathing hard and... Here, get up. Ralsei, where the heck were you? Huh? I was... I got the puzzle solution. Let's just go. Okay, Ralsei definitely is knowing of what Chris is doing. I don't know how he feels about it. Level 4, Dark Bead. Broken off, but still locked. Yeah, Susie is normal. Records and face to fate. Carries out fate with a blade. Dark Bead. A bead broken off. Oh! Do you remember one of the prophecy plaques that we saw? It was like a tail, but it was like a tail in sections. It was like a string of beads. A dark bead broken off. Okay. I'm gonna try to play it myself first, even if crappily. What would Chris say about that? Wow, I took all the effort to do that and you messed up my last note, Chris? Chris, maybe I could give it a try? I think Ralsei, wait a sec. Chris, today in church, when you were asleep, your mom said you used to play good. I don't know why you're pretending you can't now. Maybe you're like, embarrassed or something? But like, you know. Chris, you should play! So that you have to get it wrong then. You can't, even if you do it really slow and crappily with no rhythm, but you hit all the notes, at the very end, Chris just messes you up on purpose. You thought about Susie's words and took a deep breath. Your hands began to move on their own. I had a look at the sprites in this part, and I think it's probably one of the most detailed animations in the entire game so far. If I remember right, I saw over 200 sprites just for this piano playing animation. Definitely paints a picture that Chris is actually quite passionate and expressive with piano playing. And yet they didn't want to do it until Susie encouraged them. Probably because I'm here. They don't want to play in front of me. We sealed the first fountain. What are these candles with people's names for anyway? For hope? Why do people need candles for hope anyway? It's not for good health or to get good grades in studying, but hope. It is birthdays, right? It's a prayer. So it just kind of helps you pray for people? Hey, my name's here. That means someone must have... I would assume it's Toriel who did that. Who else would? I would. But this time, I will pray for Noelle. Whoa! Hey! Hey, Chris! Don't! Look, I like breaking stuff too, but... Your name's on here too, idiot. Susie might be violent, but not, you know, like religiously violent. Because Chris doesn't want to let me pray for Noelle. I wouldn't be doing it with malicious intentions. Intentionally anyway, but Chris is like, you don't deserve to pray for Noelle, I guess. You know, when you played piano earlier, it was... Okay, it was actually kind of cool. I mean that. I'm not saying you should join the choir or whatever, but if you were playing every week, I might actually want to go to church. That kind of reminds me of something. Damn, I got weird there for a second. Probably made you want to stop playing even more, huh? I'll never play again. The soul saying I'll never play again. Whoa. Hey, Chris! Chris! What happened? You started saying something. Then you like, bit the hell out of your hand. Whoa, what? Damn, that's gonna bruise. Damn, I shouldn't have told that story. Forget it. What does Chris really want? Maybe just some agency and freedom? It's not specifically about playing the piano or not playing the piano. As long as I'm the one telling them to do so, they don't want it. You don't seem to want to play the piano in front of me, fine. So I say I'll never play again, but then you bite your hand anyway. Susie has gone through a lot, so she's not even too alarmed by Chris just randomly doing that. And last was the girl. At last was the girl. This is so vague. It could be anyone that's a girl. It doesn't have to be Susie. And now that we affected Susie and Noelle's relationship, this could either mean that this prophecy is not going to be correct because Susie will not find love, or maybe Susie will find another love, or this prophecy was never about Susie at all. Because the most important thing about this is that the person here is holding a sword. Susie has never used a sword. Then again, is that being too adherent of things that should be versus what we can be? Because right now we're like, Chris uses swords, Susie uses axes, Ralsei uses scarves. But Susie has shown some signs of going against those things, like, hey, Susie's supposed to wear ribbons, but she doesn't want to. So maybe just because the prophecy says that, maybe it doesn't mean too much. The wording's a bit interesting too. The girl doesn't find love. Love finds its way to the girl. Oh, this guy won't let me in. Is it because I got the egg already? I said I'm not a liar. We are all liars now. Yes, it's fun being a liar. You won't let me in. It's a bell. Ring out judgment? But the bell rung hollow. I don't need you to judge me. That one little dude back at my castle town already judges me. Jack always becomes our friend, so he always helps us climb this pillar. But I don't think we have very many friends to help us build a tower today. Wall becomes thin here. Let's be careful. friends! If Jack move, wall break! Everyone fall down! The hell are we supposed to do then? Climb off Jack! Leave Jack here! What? Hell if we're leaving you behind?
Susie. We just have to be realistic. Let's just climb off. Carefully.
Oh! We don't have friends. Jack, stay here. Very still.
Sorry, Jack. We'll seal the fountain as fast as we can.
Oh! Jack! Damn it. We didn't see him land or anything. Do you think there's any chance he's still okay? Ralsei, what do you think? That goddamn knight! That goddamn knight!
Susie, don't climb so fast!
See, Susie doesn't have access to seeing how things play out differently for sure, so she doesn't see that we could have had a better outcome, and she blames the knight. And yeah, of course, it's the knight's fault for hitting Jack and all that, right? But there could have been better ways, and yet now Jack is gone too. We have defeated the Titan. Susie has seen the prophecy. Our fate is already decided. Sorry. Don't look at me. I don't mean to always make everything about me. I'm sorry. Everything's okay, Chris. Look, I'm smiling. Good. Keep smiling. Of course. You can count on me. I'll make sure we have a wonderful adventure tomorrow. The next day, too. After all, that's what you want, isn't it? That's what you want. I'll do anything you want. If it's for you, if it's what you really want. That is a monster of a thing to say. That is a monster of a thing to say to Ralsei. Keep pretending. Keep pretending it's all okay. Yikes. The prophecy, the final tragedy. Susie's all like, we'll all be friends at the end. Something that happens that ensures that we won't be friends anymore. The thing about prophecies, though, if we know about it, well, it's a bit of a common trope that if we find out about it, it just seems so impossible. Like, oh my god, how could this kind of thing ever happen? Which seems in line with Susie's reaction. She sees it, she's like, oh, you're worried about this? That could never happen. Although I feel like she's pretending. But once we get there, we realize that, no, things do have to be that way. They were making little changes here and there now. But if we want the world to be saved, then this final tragic thing might have to happen after all. But what happens if we don't want the world to be saved? What if we've been horrible and we've killed everyone in the dark world and, oh, that would be really devilish. If they did something like, hey, if you were a horrible person the whole time, you can keep your friendship with the three at the end. It's just that the worlds will be doomed, but you can keep your friendship. Or you can keep the world saved, but you can't have the friendship. Oh, that would be messed up. We'll be friends at the end, Susie. Multiple people in this dark world have referred to this dark world as a dream. Not this one specifically, just all dark worlds. Like when we first went into the one that Susie made, the organ people were like, oh, this is a different dream. Same-ish dream, but with a different lighting. They call it a dream themselves. A dream sort of implies that it's not real, yet again. Whose dream is this? Is it Susie's dream? Or is it Chris's dream? Or is it the Knight's dream? Or someone else's? And then we also tell Noelle, it's not a dream. None of this is a dream. And I think they are particular about the wording they've used here. They could have used other words, but no, they keep saying dream. But dream in itself can be multiple things too. The thing that happens when you go to sleep, or the thing that you make your goal that you really want to happen. When you saw Susie's smile, it was as if all the darkness had been blown away. As if in imitation, your soul began to glow. And that will be it for the Church Dark Fountain. Hey, if you stay long enough even after Susie says that she hears a song. What? I got something on my face or something? No. I'm just enjoying the chilly air with you. The night breeze. After everything. So you're not gonna tell me what the prophecy is either? Oh? Oh. What's on my mind or what's on Chris's mind? Huh? Why are you talking with your mouth closed? Oh God. Chris is not letting me... Is that Chris not letting me speak? The soul wants to speak. But Chris still sort of physically controls the body and won't open their mouth. Or is it the other way around? Guess we should go. Chris? Come on. We can't just sit here forever. Chris. Don't howl. Don't howl. You're gonna be all annoying about it and try again? I mean, normally you would never really sit this long at the beach. The beach? The shore? Chris, what do you want to say? What do I want to say? I don't know. You know, I don't really know how Chris feels about Sans. Or, how does Chris feel about the divorce? Do they like Asgore being their dad? Are they sad that the divorce happened? Are they upset that Sans is now participating in our household activities? Oh God, I don't know. Well, my mom is very happy with him. Seemingly, for sure, and I can't even get the freaking pancakes that she mentioned here. Let's just go to bed. Because you can see that Chris starts twisting around in bed because of the noise and all, but was it just because of the noise, or was it because Chris hates Sans? We gotta invest in better soundproofing in these houses. They do seem very frustrated. Because of the noise? Because of Sans? Oh? This is different. Chris, are you there? Then I'll just leave a message. You are going to the festival tomorrow, aren't you? I just wanted to confirm. Noelle said. She's really looking forward to seeing you. That's Carol, right? Oh, not this again. Ah! Oh, the ending. We don't get the bit with Susie. Was that Carol? I have to go back and confirm. I have to compare their little speaking noise. We don't know what the state of Noelle is right now, because we didn't see her again after we put on the ring for her. Noelle is looking forward to seeing me at the... Oh man, I'm ruining Susie's love life for sure then. Because they're not going to the festival together, but me and Noelle are. Oh, I think we should all go together though. I think that's what will end up happening to some degree, but oh, I think there's some... You know what? The dark world being destroyed, I can maybe handle that, but Susie and Noelle not being together, oh my god, no, no, no. Well done. Really? I still get a well done from you for that? The halfway mark has been attained. But it is still waiting. How much longer now? My Deltarune. It bothers me that they center the text as if the period takes the same amount of space as a letter. Because that's why it looks so wonky sometimes, but it doesn't take the same amount of space as a letter. Even with this font. And that is it for Deltarune Chapter 4 on my Snowgrave / more genocidal save. Ooh, I feel like we did some pretty harrowing things this time, the consequences of which we haven't fully seen, but Noelle... In Chapter 2, there was still a bit of leeway, because we could write it off as a dream. And Susie didn't want to tell Noelle and Birdley what was happening fully with the Dark World stuff. That could change very shortly. I'm curious if Carol knows. Does Carol know that we've been doing things to her daughter? Cause she seems strict, but I have not gotten the impression that she doesn't love her daughter. In fact, the way she keeps her room, Dessa's room, frozen like that, it implies to me that she's hurting. She's hurting for the loss of her daughter. And even Noelle, she took the time to immortalize the snowflakes she made in class. So I think she cares about her daughter. And if she knew that if she knew that I was doing all this, putting on the Thorn Ring, making her kill people, what's she gonna think? Is she still gonna be happy with me? The way things unfolded with Carol was slightly different here, but not materially. But the Snowgrave stuff with Noelle is definitely different, which tells me that Carol either doesn't care or doesn't know about what's going on with Noelle. Oh boy, I don't know man, things are heating up. But I'm very glad that Chapter 5's coming out next year, and we'll be able to find out sooner rather than later what's going on. I'd be happy if the rest of the chapters came out at the pace of one a year. I'd be happy with that. But maybe for now, let's just think about Chapter 5. The festival should be fun on the main playthrough, should be horrible on the Snowgrave playthrough. We'll have to see. Tangentially, or maybe not so tangentially, I'm also super sorry about the whole copyright music situation with Deltarune that's leading to this series getting super delayed. I wish there was more I could do about it, but I can't do anything. If you're watching this very far into the future, or you're not aware of what happened with this, basically, when I was in the middle of playing Chapter 3 and 4, the vast majority of my Deltarune videos have been copyright claimed, and it's been this ongoing situation that's just really troubling, but I really hope they get it fixed up for Chapter 5. Hopefully I'll be able to play all of that and share it with you no problem. Fingers crossed. With that said, this was Welonz with Chapter 3 and 4 of Deltarune, Snowgrave Edition. When we come back next year, it'll be festival time! That'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll see you all in another place, in another time. Bye!